Okay, why are we looking at Yahoo Finance? Well, I use Yahoo Finance to use their screeners. Now we can do undervalued growth stocks with earnings growth rates better than 25%. Growth technology, day gainers, day loss, most active, undervalued large caps, aggressive small caps, small cap gains, top mutual funds. These are good to put in, for long term. Solid large growth funds, high yield bond, 50 plus high yield bonds that we can come in here and look at. And let's change it by percent. Then let's change it by percent moved. And then, okay, Lord Abbott high yield fund class. American Beacon Sim high yield opportunities. Okay, I saw some of these for like high schools and stuff like that. I'm like, I've got no real reason investing in stuff like that when I'm not, involved with. But say you've got growth technology stocks. I like to come in and check out some of these. This is where I find some of the better ones that might have had. You can see where they've had a 52-week high. Or you can see if they've hit their 52-week high, or you can gather lots of information from this. But I also use finviz, and finviz has the little neat ability to where when you just kind of touch on the graph, you can see just a quick daily of it, so you can see whether it's in a general upward or downward trend. And I usually go straight to the bottom of finviz, and I go for, let's see, channel up. So we'll check out our channel ups, CUTR, FBIZ, HDB. We check out the ones that are in consolidating channels. We don't know if they're going to break out or not. And then we can check this down channel, which is good for your swing trades if getting in and out is your action. Say like right here, you might be able to make out there, find a good trade entry. But so I come straight to certain places right away just to see if there's anything that makes me go, ooh, okay. I mean, this triple bottom right here, I mean, that's pretty solid. I mean, that's tested that 3 times and come back to it. So there is, I mean, at least value in SRRK somewhere around $10.50. So if it comes back down to that, that'd be a good buy. But either way, aside from doing that, I like to use the actual screener part of the finviz, where we go in and we might say we want a price of, stocks under $50. We might want floats under 20 million. Shares outstanding. Let's see, under 10. IPO any, target price any, relative volume. Let's see, let's do, I guess, over 1, and see what that comes up with. We've got a lot of green here. We've got 5 pages of stuff, so let's see if we can sift through this anymore. Let's do under 20. Now what do we got? 4 pages. Okay. Market cap, 147 million. That's a decent cap there. Audio I. What a lovely chart. What a lovely chart. Tests this resistance all the way up, but a nice steady climb. AEYE. Okay. So what else do we have? ART, that's going down. Acre. What's Acre looking like? What's its Acres problem? Okay. So we're way undervalued here, and it used to have support. So it's dropped off big time, but the difference is not very much. You know, Acre is a bathtub company. I know them personally from, you know, plumbing experience. Barbecue Holdings. I've seen this all over the place. So you've got to be really careful, and you can only really buy when it comes down to touch this line for Barbecue Holdings. Otherwise, you aren't going to make a penny. So, yeah, lots and lots of volatility in many of these stocks, but, you know, for technology, financial, okay. Let's do dividend yield. Let's do a positive dividend yield. Yeah, we want at least a positive dividend. Okay, now we got one page of positive dividending stocks. Wonderful. So, as you can see, we've managed to siphon out, you know, some of the stuff we don't necessarily want to look at. We've got 16, 19, 8, $10, you know, everything's under 20 bucks here. So these are all dividend yielding stocks that are under $20. And the dividend here is, well, 3.87% or 77 cents. So 77 cents you get back for every $19.90 you have in, or wherever you buy in at. At least that was the dividend recently. So if I were to look for a way to put smaller amounts of money into dividend stocks, you know, I would possibly set my screener up this way. Under $20, float under 20 million, shares outstanding 10 million. Now we can do different float, relative volume 1, and a positive dividend of at least positive to 0. So we can do under 100 million, over 10 million, over 50 million, over 20 million. If we do over 20 million, well, it looks like we don't have much of anything here to pop up. So let's go back with over 100 million. Okay. Maybe the float is the problem on that now. Okay, there we go. So now we've got 4 pages with over 100 million, and we can change our dividend to, let's say, a very high dividend. Okay, now we're back to 1 page with relative volume. Let's do any relative volume with a very high dividend. Okay, now we've got 2 pages. You know, float over 100 million, which is a good thing. You want that. Under 15 million is interesting to me. So, as you can see, you'll find stocks here that are either going in the upwards and or downwards direction with less influence, as you might say. Influence meaning just funny ticker action, you know, funny candles, you know, things like that. You know, I like to see clean action. You know, I consider something with, you know, spikes all over it, that's just more or less a boring chart. You know, it just seems like, you're not really going to make consistent, steady profit there. So, but, uh-oh. Okay. Now, for Yahoo Finance, that might be the end here, but yeah, that's what I use to find some good stocks where I'm gonna be able to get, you know, a decent bit of return. Park Hotels and Resorts Inc. Okay. Well, since May, August, September, it bounced again. It's definitely tested this line of resistance going up through, but it's there. So, yeah, that actually looks like one that I might consider looking into. So, I might even save this particular screen and go through these one by one and decide if there's anything, worth vesting in. Long term, short term, any term. The ones that have billions of shares, they could be good or they could be bad. We're just not sure. We've got to go through and check them out. So, but that is the screener. Let's see, earnings dates. You can look up tomorrow. Any earnings dates tomorrow? Let's change a little bit around here. Fuel Cell Energy has an earnings date tomorrow. Their price is $2.63. They've had a change of 4.57% overnight. Their volume is 10 million. It's a little bit of a low volume, but 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so they are testing a high and a low, that it is going to a squeeze, kind of, this upward triangle. So, well, with an earnings coming out tomorrow, that might be interesting to watch. So, that'd be FCEL. They're up, only 0.12%. We're up 12 cents, 4.57%. But you never know what you're going to find when you play with the screener. That's what's always fun about it. Do the next 5 days. Now we've got American Eagle Outfitters, which that's one I've been watching, and MEIP. I have this on my watch list as well. So, let's see, we've got... it's got some wicked action, but... is it playable? Day to day, yes. Maybe even if you bought now, hoping it would jump back up over this line, but we can't guarantee that. So... American Eagle, on the other hand, everybody loves jeans, and winter's coming, and we all know American Eagle's got those jackets. And look right here, it just broke above this line here for a breakout. So, and if you would have had a box drawn right here using the Darvis method, you would have broken out, not hit your stop loss, and made your profit. So Darvis would have won here, and he would have probably won here, and this is all kind of broken up, but I'm sure without a doubt he could have found a box and have drawn it in here too. So, or you may even taken this whole area and drawn a box, and then use this as your height and this as your height. And now, if that's the case, we're about to drop back down, and maybe a slightly different chart should be drawn from here to here to here to here, up to here. And that would show you a trajectory of where it could possibly go, but where it would have to bounce off of down here first to get there several times. So, but, oh wow, almost 15 minutes. All right, well, but those are the screeners I'm using, free, available to everyone, and super easy to use. Go in and play with them yourself. Check them out. Very, very helpful. And there's a spot here that says back tests. So I can't wait to see what that is. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, you learn something new every day. All right, guys. Happy trading.